You're tuned in to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into the evolution of women's fashion. It's fascinating stuff.
It really is. We've been digging through, well, a ton of material.
Yeah, articles on sustainable fashion, tech integration, gender-neutral trends, vintage coming back.
Athleisure, minimalism, plus size, bold prints. The whole gamut, really.
So our mission, if you will, is to pull out the most interesting bits, the insights on how fashion's changing with sustainability, tech, inclusivity.
And hopefully give you a few of those, aha moments along the way. A shortcut to what's happening.
Exactly. It's amazing how many different threads are weaving together right now, isn't it?
Totally. It's way beyond just how things look. There's this huge push for being more eco-conscious.
And the tech side is just exploding.
Yeah, some really wild innovations finding their way into our wardrobes.
Okay, let's dive straight into one trend that really hits that sweet spot between creativity and, well, responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Upcycled materials.
Right. And this isn't just basic recycling.
No, it's about transformation. Taking old stuff, maybe literally grandma's curtains.
Could be. And turning it into something genuinely fashionable.
Giving it a second life, but like a stylish second life. With a story.
And that story part is key, especially for younger consumers, right?
Yeah.
Like Gen Z.
Absolutely. They care about where things come from, the impact.
Yeah, they're savvy. An upcycled piece isn't just greener, it's unique, often one of a kind.
Like that example of a jacket made from old jeans and maybe part of a tablecloth.
Exactly. It's more than just clothes. It's a conversation starter. History remixed.
And technology's getting involved here too, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Things like 3D printing, even smart textiles, are being used to repurpose materials in new ways.
So you get this vintage feel, but with a modern tech twist. Kind of a mashup.
Precisely. And thinking bigger picture, upcycling often pushes towards more inclusive designs.
How so?
Well, using unique, limited materials often leads designers away from strictly gendered lines. It encourages more sort of gender-neutral pieces.
A break from the mainstream mold.
Right. More about individual style. Plus, it taps right into that vintage revival we're seeing. It's a sustainable way to wear history.
Okay, let's talk fabrics themselves. The building blocks, there's this whole green revolution happening.
Yeah, and the good news is, it's not about sacrificing style anymore. That old crunchy granola image is long gone.
We're seeing genuinely stylish, sustainable fabrics that actually feel great.
Totally. The innovation is incredible. Recycled plastic bottles, yes, we know about those.
But it's more than that now.
Much more. Hemp, organic cotton, tencel, which comes from wood pulp, even fabrics made from algae.
Algae! Seriously.
Seriously, the textile industry is really pushing boundaries.
And tech isn't just in making the fabrics, right? It's in the fabrics too.
Exactly. You mentioned a jacket made from sustainable stuff that could charge your phone.
Yeah, that's pretty compelling. Seems like the future.
It definitely points that way. And these eco-fabrics, they're really versatile.
So they work for lots of different styles.
For sure. Great for gender-neutral clothing. And perfect for bringing back vintage cuts, but with modern, sustainable materials.
And you don't have to stick to beige, right?
Not at all. Bold prints, vibrant colors, they're all available in eco-friendly options now. No need to compromise your personal style.
Okay, let's talk tech meets nature a bit more. Smart fabrics. This feels really futuristic.
It does, but it's happening now. It's where textiles meet electronics, basically.
So clothes that do more than just cover you up.
Right. Fabrics that can track your temperature, repel stains. We mentioned charging devices.
And is this sustainable? Or is the tech part bad for the environment?
That's a great question. Actually, a lot of the development is focused on sustainability. Using recycled materials, trying to cut down waste in manufacturing.
That's good to hear. So it's not just gadgets for gadget's sake.
Hopefully not. And it doesn't have to look like sci-fi either.
Right, you could have like a 70s style jumpsuit.
Totally.
Yeah.
But made from a smart fabric that breathes well and maybe has a hidden phone pocket, retro style modern function.
Cool. And where are we seeing these fabrics used?
Pretty much everywhere. High performance sportswear, obviously, but also everyday clothes, plus size fashion.
So it supports different looks, bold prints, minimalist stuff.
Exactly. It's about enhancing the clothes, not dictating one particular style.
Okay, staying with tech. Wearable tech. Not just the fabrics, but devices integrated into outfits.
Yeah, moving beyond just smartwatches, those are still huge.
What else?
Think jackets that vibrate to give you directions, or shoes that light up for safety.
It's becoming more seamless, less clunky.
Definitely. The design is getting much more sophisticated, and it's merging with sustainable fashion, too.
How so?
Like, imagine an eco-friendly fabric With tiny embedded chips that track your steps? Sure, but maybe also your carbon footprint offset for the day.
Wow. Okay. That's next level.
And again, lots of potential for gender-neutral applications here.
Like a smart jacket that adjusts temperature for anyone.
Exactly. Or unisex accessories that help manage your schedule. Practical benefits for everyone.
And you can still rock your own style with it.
For sure. Pair a bold vintage print with a sleek, subtle smartwatch. It all works together.
Okay, shifting gears slightly. Something I think many of us can relate to. Easier shopping. Virtual try-ons.
Oh, this is a game changer for convenience, isn't it?
Totally. Seeing how clothes look on you, but without leaving your house.
Augmented reality is getting really good. You can visualize that vintage jumpsuit or those gender-neutral pants on your own body.
It's like a personal fitting room on your phone or computer.
Right. And think about it for sustainable fashion. You can explore eco-brands, see how things fit.
Without buying first. Or dealing with, let's be honest, sometimes awkward fitting rooms.
Exactly. Less pressure, less hassle. It really opens up exploration.
So you can try out bold prints, vintage styles, minimalist looks, plus-size options.
All from your sofa. It lowers the barrier to trying new things, experimenting with athleisure or gender-neutral stuff without the whole traditional shopping trip.
And for style help, there are fashion apps now, like a personal stylist in your pocket.
Kind of. And maybe less judgmental than a human one sometimes.
True. How do they work?
They use algorithms, AI, to figure out what you like, your style preferences.
Whether you're into 80s prints or comfy athleisure.
Right. And they suggest outfits or specific pieces tailored to you.
That sounds useful. Do they help with sustainability too?
Increasingly, yes. Many can point you towards eco-friendly brands. Some even let you scan your existing wardrobe virtually.
To help you make new outfits from what you already own.
Exactly. Encouraging more conscious consumption. That's a big plus.
And then they help with finding inclusive sizing too, like for plus size.
Yes, absolutely. Helping users find pieces that fit well and look great in the expanding plus-size market.
What else can they do? Mix and match items.
Yep, mix and match. Sometimes integrate those virtual try-on features we just talked about. Even get feedback from friends that make styling more interactive.
Okay, let's circle back to styles themselves. This breaking down of gender boundaries. Gender-neutral styles.
It feels like a really significant shift, doesn't it? Moving past that strict male-female clothing binary.
Yeah, seeing garments just integrated, dresses and suits existing in the same space, maybe even on the same person.
The beauty is the versatility.
Yeah.
It opens up so much room for self-expression.
Like pairing a sharp suit jacket with a flowy skirt.
Why not? And it connects back to sustainability, too.
Oh, how?
We're seeing cool, eco-conscious designs emerge in these fluid styles. Think upcycled suit elements mixed with recycled dress materials.
Interesting. And vintage plays a role here, too.
Definitely. Retro vibes are influencing these blended looks. Suit-dress combos that echo past eras but feel modern.
Even athleisure fits in.
For sure. Comfort meets chic. A blazer over a dress with sneakers, that kind of effortless mix, feels very current and breaks down old rules.
Building on that, the androgynous look, it feels like more than just a trend, maybe a different approach to dressing.
I think so. It really prioritizes both comfort and style, and there's a strong link to sustainability.
Through vintage and thrifting?
Exactly. Finding that perfect oversized blazer or tailored trousers secondhand. Pieces with history.
And tech is creeping in here, too.
Yeah, subtle tech. Smart sportswear features hidden in androgynous pieces or maybe fabrics that adapt to temperature. Practical stuff.
It's not just plain basics, though, right? Can you have prints?
Absolutely. Think 90s grunge flannel patterns mixed with minimalist pieces. And it's becoming much more size inclusive, too.
So overall, it's about freedom of choice.
Totally. Liberating your choices, expressing yourself how you want.
Which leads nicely into unisex fashion, not just androgynous, but clothes designed intentionally for anyone.
Right. It's about the design philosophy. Creating silhouettes meant to fit diverse body types, moving away from gender-specific tailoring.
And that encourages sharing clothes.
It can, yeah. Which ties back to sustainability again. Potentially less consumption overall if pieces are more versatile and shareable.
Makes sense. And vintage unisex stuff is popular.
Huge comeback. Those classic flannels, oversized blazers, they feel very relevant now.
And it works well with athleisure, too. Seamlessly. Unisex pieces often make great athleisure wear, perfect for switching between activities.
Okay, time for a trip in the fashion time machine. Vintage revival. Specifically, this wild mix of 70s disco and 90s grunge.
Ah, yeah. Talk about opposites attracting. But it's happening.
How are they making that work?
Often with a sustainable angle. Reimagining those vintage shapes using recycled or upcycled materials. Nostalgia with a conscience.
So disco sparkle meets grunge flannel, but make it eco-friendly.
Kind of. And tech gets involved in fun ways, too. Like maybe that 90s flannel shirt has a built-in Bluetooth speaker.
Seriously, okay, that's something.
But playful. And this mix really embraces gender neutrality. Flamboyant disco elements paired with rebellious grunge attitude, anything goes.
Even in athleisure.
Yep. Sleek, shiny disco-inspired leggings, maybe paired with chunky grunge sneakers. It's all about the unexpected combo.
Now, for people drawn to vintage but worried about looking, well, dated, any tips?
Balance is key. Always balance. Pair your vintage treasure with something clearly modern.
Like a 70s dress with modern sneakers? Exactly.
Yeah.
Or a vintage blouse with sharp contemporary trousers. Accessories help too. A modern bag, current sunglasses.
What about bold vintage prints?
Rock them. But maybe pair them with simple, solid-colored bottoms or tops to let the print shine without overwhelming.
And tailoring.
Crucial. Getting vintage pieces tailored to fit your body now makes a world of difference. Instantly modernizes the silhouette.
It feels like nostalgia overall is a huge trend driver, especially for Gen Z looking back, maybe mainly to the 90s.
Definitely. There's a real fascination with recent decades. And again, sustainability is often part of the conversation.
Brands reviving old styles, but with eco-materials.
Yes, like those chunky platform sneakers from the 90s, but now made with recycled plastics or rubbers. Same vibe, less impact.
And tech creeping into throwback styles, too.
Smart fabrics and vintage-look clothing, sure, adding function to the nostalgia.
And we're seeing 70s and 80s unisex looks coming back, too, right?
Absolutely. Plus those bold prints and patterns from all those eras. Mix them with minimalist pieces, works great. And again, good to see this being inclusive for plus sizes.
Let's talk athleisure again. It's evolution. Gym to brunch wear.
It's just so versatile, isn't it? No longer just for workouts, to everyday wear.
And tech is big here. Heart rate monitors and leggings.
Syncing to your phone, tracking everything.
Yeah.
It adds a data layer to fitness.
And gender-neutral athleisure is booming.
Big time. Oversized hoodies, tailored joggers, comfy but stylish pieces that work for anyone.
And vintage influences here, too. 90s windbreakers.
Yep, remade with sustainable fabrics. And bold prints are huge for making athleisure feel less like gym clothes and more like a brunch outfit.
Leggings specifically, they're everywhere, more than just gym gear now.
Absolutely, a wardrobe staple. And they're getting smarter too.
Activity tracking built in, adjustable compression.
Yeah, things like that. And more sustainable options using recycled materials are becoming common.
Plus the return of bold prints, fun leggings are definitely back.
And they have wide appeal across genders too.
And can we talk about trendy sweatpants? Who saw that coming?
Right. It just shows how much comfort and style have merged in athleisure.
We just want to be comfortable but still look put together.
Exactly. And it's great that sustainable options like organic cotton or recycled fibers are readily available now.
Tech in sweatpants too, smart fabrics.
Yep, tracking workouts, adjusting temperature potentially. And we're seeing that mix of gender-neutral cuts and vintage vibes with good plus-size availability too.
Okay, switching to the opposite end maybe? Minimalist aesthetics, less is more.
It's a whole philosophy, isn't it? Cheapness through simplicity, cutting down the clutter.
And it connects strongly with sustainability, buying fewer, better things.
Precisely. Curating a wardrobe of versatile, high-quality pieces you'll wear again and again. Quality over quantity. Timeless style.
Can tech fit into minimalism? Seems counterintuitive.
It can be subtle. Think about those smart leggings again. One pair that works for workouts and everyday wear. Streamlining function.
And minimalism works well for gender neutral.
Perfectly. It's about essential foundational pieces.
Yeah.
Very inclusive and adaptable.
Does vintage fit in?
Definitely. Focusing on classic, timeless silhouettes, well-made pieces that last. That's very minimalist and potentially vintage.
A practical application of minimalism. The capsule wardrobe. Sounds like a life hack.
It really can be. A limited number of versatile items that all work together. Effortless style.
Saves time getting dressed, less decision fatigue.
Totally. And it's inherently sustainable. Focus on quality, timeless pieces you love. Wear them often.
Works for gender neutral mixing and matching too.
Absolutely. Makes it easy to blend different pieces within that curated collection.
Can you still have personality or is it all just beige?
Oh, you can definitely have personality. It embraces minimalism, can include vintage finds, and you can absolutely have a few bold statement pieces in there too. It's your curated collection.
Another simple but effective strategy. Monochrome. Dressing in one color.
So chic, so effortless looking, but surprisingly easy to do.
And sustainable how?
Encourages you to shop your own closet first. Mix and match textures and shades of pieces you already have in that color. Less need to buy new things.
Any tech here? Seems unlikely.
Maybe subtle things down the line, smart fabrics that shift shades slightly, integrated lighting. It's more speculative now.
But great for breaking gender norms.
For sure.
Yeah.
A single color palette is a blank canvas for any style expression.
And it's the epitome of minimalist chic, really. Simple, impactful.
Exactly. Polished and put together.
Okay, let's talk about something really positive. The changes in plus-size fashion.
It's been such a needed transformation, hasn't it? Moving beyond just shapeless, oversized clothes.
Celebrating curves, offering actual style.
Yes. Innovative fabrics, great patterns, designs that are genuinely fashionable and flattering. It's fantastic to see.
Is tech helping here? Customization? Virtual try-ons?
There's huge potential there, ensuring better fit through data and virtual tools, making shopping easier and more successful.
And vintage looks are being embraced, too.
Absolutely. Those timeless silhouettes look amazing on all bodies. And crucially, more sustainable, eco-friendly options are becoming available, too.
It feels like there's real confidence in plus-size fashion now. Bold and beautiful.
Definitely. No more hiding. It's about embracing style. And technology, things like data analysis, are helping brands understand what plus-size customers actually want and need.
Better fit, better style.
Exactly. And the sustainability movement is strong here, too. Plus-size brands are also often leading the way in adopting gender-neutral styles.
And athleisure for curves. Comfort and style.
Yes. Great options that blend comfort with those bold prints and colors we've been talking about.
It really does feel like a revolution for curves. Body positivity making waves.
That's having a huge impact,
Right.
Celebrating all shapes and sizes. And that connects nicely with sustainability, using good materials for everyone.
Tech helping with sizing, smart fabrics adapting.
Yeah. Innovation supporting inclusivity. And we're seeing those flattering vintage shapes reinterpreted for modern plus-size fashion.
So comfort and style really can coexist. Athleisure, minimalist looks, it's all accessible.
It should be, and it increasingly is.
Okay, for the bold among us, clashing prints. How do we do it without looking like a mess?
The circus tent fear. The trick is usually finding a common thread. Often it's color.
Pick patterns that share at least one color.
Exactly, it ties them together. Also, vary the scale. A big, bold print with a smaller, ditzy one.
Creates contrast but feels intentional.
Right, and solid accessory shoes, a bag, a belt can really help ground the look, anchor it.
But the real key is?
Confidence.
Yeah.
Own it. If
Yeah.
you wear it like you mean it, it works.
What about statement pieces, that one amazing dress that does all the talking?
Love a statement dress.
Yeah.
So impactful. And great to see more of them made with sustainable fabrics.
Could tech even feature in a statement dress?
Potentially. Subtle things, maybe tracking heart rate at an event, syncing to a playlist, gentle integrated lighting. It's still emerging.
And they work for gender-neutral expression, too.
Definitely. A bold dress can be a fantastic canvas for individuality, whoever's wearing it. And vintage revival is bringing back some amazing dramatic silhouettes and patterns for statement dresses.
Finally, let's just embrace the power of color. Life's too short for all gray, right?
Hear, hear. Bold colors, vibrant patterns, they bring so much joy and personality to clothes.
And sustainable fashion is colorful now.
Absolutely. Loads of vibrant options using eco-friendly dyes and materials.
Tech-enhancing color, too. Color-changing fabrics. Light-up elements.
We're seeing experiments with that, yeah. It adds another layer of expression.
And color is inherently inclusive, isn't it? Breaks down norms.
Totally. And seeing the bold prints and colors from the 70s, 80s, 90s coming back is just fun. Mix them in.
Well, this has been quite the journey through fashion's evolution. We've really covered a lot of ground.
We have. From upcycling old treasures to clothes that charge your phone.
Yeah, eco-fabrics, smart textiles, wearable tech, plus virtual try-ons making shopping easier and apps giving style advice.
And the shifts in gender expression, the love for vintage, athleisure taking over.
Minimalist chic, capsule wardrobes, the monochrome magic.
And celebrating plus-size fashion, embracing bold prints and colors. It's a lot happening all at once.
So for everyone listening, hopefully this deep dive sparked some ideas. What resonated with you?
Maybe you're thinking about rescuing something from the back of your closet to upcycle. Or curious about trying a smart garment.
Or perhaps exploring more fluid silhouettes. Or just being braver with pattern mixing.
Exactly. The invitation really is to think about how you might bring some of these ideas into your own style.
In a way that feels authentic to you, reflects your values, your individuality.
Maybe take a fresh look at what you already own, or just be a bit more conscious with your next purchase.
It's clear fashion isn't standing still. It's constantly evolving.
And that's what makes it exciting, right? Seeing what comes next.
Absolutely. The possibilities seem pretty endless.